Welcome to the Clarence-Rockland Guide. I'm Derrick Scott, showcasing local business owners and entrepreneurs, including a local business owner and an entrepreneur all in one. Allister Beauchamp joins us on the Clarence-Rockland Guide. Welcome, Alistair.
Thank you, sir.
Where are you from originally? We know you as a business owner in Rockland, but you're not from Rockland, correct?
No, I grew up in Buckingham, Quebec, which is about 20 minutes from here, if you go by the ferry. So I grew up there, went to school there, and then we moved when I was 19, moved to Ottawa. So I've been pretty much everywhere since then, but finally I've settled down in Rockland and I'm here to stay.
You're what I like to call a multitasking business owner, and we'll chat more about that in a bit. First of all, most people know you as the owner of Snap Fitness. Yeah. Snap Fitness Rockland. Why Rockland to launch a gym, and how did this all start?
Actually, Rockland was my second location. Basically what happened is I was working for the government at RCMP. I was a civilian member there, and I was in a position where I needed to, if I wanted to keep moving up, I had to go back to school. I had to, specialize in something. I was becoming too much of a generalist. And so I was like, if I'm going to spend money and time on going back to school and refocusing my career, maybe I don't think informatics is what I want to be in. So at that point, I had just lost 70 pounds. And I felt really good about myself, and I just thought, you know what, I think I want to help people feel the way I feel now. So I started shopping for franchises, and I saw Snap Fitness, fell in love with it, and the rest is history. Then I opened my first location in Orleans on Innis, and that went like so-so. What happened is I opened up on January 2nd, 2009. On February 26th, 2009, a month and 26 days later, 25 days later, the sign for the athletic club came up.
Oh.
Yep. So I sort of saw my life flash before me. And then, so it took about 2 years for them to open up. But in the meantime, Good Life opened up a gym on 10th Line. So they really messed me up over there. So what I did is I had bought 3 franchises, and I said, you know what, if I stay here, I'm going to get killed. So I thought, you know what, I'll just open another one, and so I'll, sort of spread the risk, and that's what I did. So I opened up Rockland.
But wouldn't you think the same thing could happen again, or was it based on the fact that it was Rockland, a smaller community, the chance of a number of competitors coming to Rockland wouldn't be as large as Orleans?
Well, actually, Rockland was a bit scarier in a sense because I was afraid for the longest time that a competitor would come in and be exact same thing as my gym, same size, offering the same services, nothing to sort of tell us apart. And I thought that was scary, but never did. And at this point, I don't think it's in anybody's best interest to do something like that. So when I finally closed my gym down in Orleans 5 years later, we expanded the gym in Rockland. And we brought some of the equipment and bought some more, and this has been our home ever since. And Rox and I moved here as well, had our family here. So,
it's all about helping people out, as you mentioned. And the one thing that you do every year, sometimes a few times a year at Snap Fitness, that truly helps out people is your Biggest Loser competition.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit more about that. That must be really rewarding, where you see how you can motivate and encourage people to get healthy, lose weight, and feel good about themselves like it happened to you.
Yeah. To me, I keep telling this story is I should have done this earlier, but I didn't because I didn't like the idea of calling someone the biggest loser. It just it didn't sit well with me. The name never sat well with me. And at some point I said, you know what? I got to stop going against the grain here. This is what works and this gets people going, so I got to do it. So that's what I did. And we've lost, last time I checked, it was like 12,000 pounds total over 8 seasons of it. You know, we've given over 10 grand to the Rockland Food Bank with it. So yeah, we've done some good stuff, and I still have members from the first Biggest Loser that still come to the gym. So to me, that's the important stuff. You know, people can lose a bunch of weight to try to win a prize, but when you change your lifestyle, that's what I'm after. You know, that's what I'm in this for. You know, I want people to do better and to make a commitment for their health, and you know, we've been able to do that.
How does a gym owner of Snap Fitness, transition into a real estate agent with Keller Williams? Where are the similarities, and what made you think about doing this and taking on even more?
Actually, you know what? It's pretty organic. I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted it to be in real estate in some form or another. My parents owned a couple of buildings. I always thought I'd be in commercial buildings, to be honest with you. But I mean, the market's changed so much with the online stuff that commercial is not where I want to be. It's too risky at this point. So I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna get my license and see where that takes me. I knew that I would do well, and you know, it's going better than I thought even. So it's great.
And again, the similarity is with the gym and fitness and real estate. Both, you're helping people out, aren't you?
Yeah, and there's a lot of similarities in the sense that both are people businesses. And people who make it in the fitness industry have to be people, and they have to be likable. They have to be easily approached. You know, it's the same thing for a real estate agent. And on top of that, you can't be afraid of work because both careers are a tremendous amount of work. So for me, work. You know, anytime I see a big workload in front of me, I'm like, it's just work. Work is just work. It's not like it's not going to kill you. You have to do it. You know. So, to me, both careers are very similar. They're people businesses. Of course, you have to have people's trust, and over the years, I think I've earned people's trust, and obviously, I have because they're hiring me. They keep hiring me. So.
You have two other careers that blend into this. You're a husband and you're a father. How do you balance work and life, Alistair?
To be honest with you, again, it's an organic thing. My wife leaves for work really early in the morning, so I wake up with the kids in the morning. I wake up at probably around 4:45, 5 o'clock, do a bit of work until they wake up, and then I play around with them, get them ready for daycare and school, and then take them there, and then, you know, we always eat together, except for today. Mm-hmm. But we always, you know, make it a point to eat together, and then, you know, a lot of times I have to go back out, but, you know, that's the life we chose.
Real estate agent with Keller Williams, owner of Snap Fitness. To someone who may say to you, Alistair, one of your businesses is going to suffer. What would you say to them?
No, you're wrong.
You can juggle both. Obviously, you're doing it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
the pressure must be there, balancing priorities.
You know what? I could. I haven't worked for money for a long time. You know, and I'm not saying that because I'm rich, because I'm not. But I enjoy what I do. I love what I do. I wake up in the morning, I can't wait to go to work. I love what I can't wait to see my people. I can't wait to see my people at the gym, and I can't wait to see my clients for real estate. And it's just when you love what you do, how can it go wrong? Like it's, unless there's a huge competitive intrusion, maybe someday, I don't know. But, we'll deal with that if ever it comes. But I'm not worried about anything because I love what I do.
And you must be proud of the fact that a stat came out about 10 years ago that said less than 5% of the Canadian population love their job. You're part of that group.
I didn't know that stat, but good. Yeah.
So with juggling real estate, Snap, being a father, a husband, how does Allister Beauchamp unwind?
Well, there's always Saturday night. I don't need to unwind. It's not work to me. I'm having a good time. I love what I do. I love to be with my family. I love to be with my clients. I love to be with my friends. I'm just, unwinding, I suppose, is for someone that feels lots of pressure or doesn't necessarily like position. Listen, it happens. Sometimes stressful situation, then I crack open a beer, a glass of wine. But generally speaking, I don't feel like I need to unwind. I just,
You like helping out,
Yeah.
obviously, your clients in real estate, also with the gym, a member of the community. You like helping out the community in causes, real estate, gym owner, and now an organizer of events. You're taking on more. Tell us a bit more about this. And
So the first show was March 23rd by the time this airs, but so basically it's a blues show, friends from back home, and this is something I've wanted to do for a long time. I've always loved music. I'm not a very good musician, so
you can support it a different way.
That's it. I'm pretty good at promoting, so I'll do that instead. So I don't know. Like it's just I'm really excited about this. I'm really stoked. I think about it all the time, and I hired 2 bands for Le Festival de la Rivière this summer as well. So I'll be involved there, and I'm hoping to do like 2 or 3 a year, maybe 4 if everything goes well. And as long as people support it, I'll keep doing it. It's just a good time. Talk about unwinding. Music.
And helping out people in causes in the community.
Yeah, why not while you're at it?
Allister Beauchamp, thanks for being on the Clarence-Rockland Guide.
Pleasure.